Well, hey guys, I hope you're having a great week so far. This is the next rendition of our weekly update for Redemption Church, so thanks for following along on our church planting journey here. I'm out in my break room again with my trusty sidekick, Coda. He's helping me out here to relax, so how can I not in such beautiful weather? You know, it's just a great place to take a break and hang out and give you guys a quick update about what's going on with Redemption Church. And this week is very exciting because I have a special update. You know, I've said for the last few weeks that we're thinking about what the launch process looks like for us and when to launch the church and all of that. And so I've come to a conclusion on that today, which obviously I have to hold with an open hand. And so if I have to change something, it is what it is what it is right now in the coronavirus moment in history. So it's held with an open hand, but we're trying to make a plan to move forward so that we just have something to be able to work toward and look forward to. And really what that boils down to, and this is maybe completely unsatisfying, is that we're looking at launching more as a process rather than an event. Launching has got to be a process for us more than it is an event. And what that means is that we're going to take incremental steps in a launching process to be able to grow, to be able to add things on as needed and as we're able during this cultural moment. And that means there's probably no one big thing that is going to be the launch of the church. Although, in saying that, we probably will have an event to celebrate in the future. So I'm envisioning that being in April of 2021, so Easter of 2021. It might be our big celebration event. That might be a moment where we take time to invite people intentionally. You know, I'm talking swag, inviter cards, all of that kind of stuff, maybe even some online marketing, just real low key, but still the ability to invite people to a huge event to celebrate that, hey, we're a church now, and that might mark the end of our process. But right now, we're in a process that we have to take incremental steps, sometimes by the month, sometimes by the week, sometimes by the day. And so you guys can continue to pray for us to have wisdom in that. But there is one thing that's really exciting in that that I want to share, because the next step in the process for us will be to start having worship gatherings rather than launch team meetings. And so we're going to do that at the beginning of September. I don't have a specific day yet. It may be the week after Labor Day is kind of what we're looking at, but I'll give you that specific update later on. But that'll just be really exciting for us. But it's one more step. It's not a launch per se, but it's just one more step in the launching process that we're going to take. And that's just, we're doing that for a few reasons. But what that really means is three big category of things that'll mean for us. And the first thing is that we're going to change our language. We're going to start using new language for that, which is moving away from launch team meetings and moving towards Sunday worship gatherings. And that's important. It seems small, but the language we use does create culture. And so the language change is important for us, because right now we're using a lot of insider language when we're in our team meetings, because we're a launch team. We're all Christians together. We're all trying to start the church together. So I have a lot of insider language. Even as I'm going through Haggai with our team, I'm preaching more, but it's still, I'm using insider language a lot for our team. And so at that moment, we'll start using a little bit more inclusive language, so that if there are people there that aren't Christians, or they're not on our team, don't have our Christian background or our church kind of DNA, then they'll be a little bit more included. And so we want to change the language at that point, just for that purpose. But then the second thing that really means is that we start to invite guests in if they want to come. We're not going to make a huge deal out of that. We're probably not going to do any kind of major inviting kind of campaign, whatever. We want to still be a go and tell church right now, but eventually we do want to be able to have both go and tell and come and see. And this is just one more step in being able to have a come and see kind of method for reaching people as well. So that way our team can invite folks and say, hey, we're having a worship gathering on Sunday if you want to come. But then the third thing that really means for us is that it's going to be in a more accessible location for people, so that we can worship with each other and invite guests into that. And so we're going to move out of our team members' home. We're meeting in Miller's home right now, and it's been great for this season. But we want to move into more of a public location, like a rec center, someplace probably real cheap, if we're being honest, just so that we can grow into that. And I'm going to write a blog post about this so that you'll have some of the details written down. I'm going to write a blog post for this week and post it on Thursday. So you can check that out when it gets published. But I just wanted to give you this update because it's really exciting for the life of Redemption Church, and it's just one more step, and I'll continue to update you on what those steps do look like every week from now on, or maybe every other week. You'll notice I took last week off because just had a lot going on, a lot of decisions to make, but man, I'm excited to share that with you guys. I hope you'll keep praying with us. If you need prayer for anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me, but I love you guys, and I'm thankful for your partnership through this season. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week, all right? Thanks.